Hello, church. It is Monday, August 10th, and I am Pastor Colleen. Recently, I was reading a blog where the writer was reflecting on the life of Congressman John Lewis, who died last month. John Lewis, whose courage and faithful actions over his lifetime benefited and influenced so many people. John Lewis said in a tweet on Twitter, "Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, a week, a month, or a year. It is the struggle of a lifetime. Never, ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble." I love this idea of good trouble. So I started to wonder, what if the kingdom of heaven is like good trouble? And what I mean is, what greater good are we growing? What seeds will we sow as we reinvent what it means to be the church? What spreading network of care and love can we build even while our worship takes place at a distance? St. Paul's United Church of Christ in West Milton, Pennsylvania, had just taken over a local food bank when the pandemic hit, and they had to immediately expand its reach as area residents faced layoffs and economic uncertainty over the past 4 months. So it makes me wonder, what are we nurturing? Or what do we need to nurture right here in our own community? What kind of good trouble do we need to get into? What kind of good trouble do you need to get into, church? There is much injustice in our country these days. Black Lives Matter protests are happening. Get out the vote campaigns are ramping up. School communities are wrestling with plans for the fall. There are no lack of need in our communities and in our world. Where seeds are being planted and where are seeds being planted, and how can we help water them and grow those seeds? Jesus was famous for getting into good trouble. He healed on the Sabbath. He ate with tax collectors and prostitutes. He hung out with the people that were living on the margins, and he was always getting into good trouble. Sometimes, as John Lewis said, good trouble is necessary trouble. And as Jesus taught, it is often an expression of the kingdom of heaven. Today, church, I am hopeful we can all find ways to make some noise and get into some good trouble. I'm betting that there are people whose very lives are depending on us getting involved and getting into good trouble. We follow the greatest troublemaker of them all, who taught us all that leading with the love of God is the best kind of trouble any of us can get into. Thank you for listening, church. Be well. I will see you again. Bye.